Hello Team 6, it's Teacher Mark with today's lesson. Today we're doing about sports stars, and the first question to answer is, what is a sports star? If we look here, a sports star is an extremely famous sports person, and they usually make lots and lots of money. 3 examples for you today. Lionel Messi, who is a footballer for Barcelona, Roger Federer, a world-class tennis player, and your favourite, Quang Hai, who's very, very popular in Vietnam. So about sports stars, some more information, why we would like to be a sports star and why we would not. So first, some benefits. The major one, obviously sports stars make lots and lots of money. Their wages and salaries can be very, very big. The next one is fame. Lots of people like attention and media reporting about them, so this can be very, very good. Maybe a young person's dream is to win a trophy for their country, perhaps such as Quang Hai last summer when Vietnam was successful. Now for the negatives. What might be bad about being very successful and famous in sport? Number 1, injury. It is very unlikely a sports person will go 10 to 15 years without 1 or 2 major injuries. The next one being time consuming, okay? If they're currently practicing 5 to 6 days a week and competing in games, they won't have time for any more hobbies or interests. The last negative, I want you all to think of one yourself and write it down for me, okay? So that's a good job. That's the introduction to sports stars. And about sports stars today, linking in our vocabulary, which is nouns in reporting and sports stars, we'll be looking at news reports, so perhaps magazines, newspapers and internet. So if you can all go in your student book to page 76. Our first activity for today on page 76 is a profile box, so some questions and answers. So I will ask Miss Olivia to please come here and assist. So Olivia, I have some questions to ask you about famous sports stars, okay?
Okay.
So your first question is more about yourself. Which sports do you play?
I'm a runner and I practice Muay Thai, but when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I used to play softball and I was on the swim team.
Perfect. Okay, so your current sports, how seriously do you take them?
I take them very seriously. I train Muay Thai 4 times a week and I run twice a week.
Okay. In the future, do you think you will become a sports star?
No.
So no autographs. Okay, the next question. Do you follow news stories about sports stars? So news reports, maybe the internet or big newspapers such as the NYT?
No, I don't. I do not follow.
Okay, why not?
I'm just not that interested in it, to be honest.
Okay, many thanks for your help, Olivia. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You can go to training. Okay, so that was a nice introduction with Olivia about some questions to do with sports. So we will be ignoring question 1, the listening. We will go straight to question 2, and it relates to these 3 pictures, A, B and C. Picture A is ice skating, okay? Picture B is a runner, so athletics, and picture C is football or soccer for the Americans. So if we look at 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, these are all news headlines you will find in newspapers, magazines or on the internet. So we need to first define some words. You will see here, these are our nouns in reporting, so it's common you will see them in the newspapers. The first word is support, okay? This means to encourage a team. Perhaps you go to watch Vietnam and you sit in the crowd and cheer. That is the support you're giving to your team. The next word is quarrel. This is simply an argument between 2 people, a manager and his players, or 2 different clubs. Moving on, we have confession, which means to admit you've done something wrong, which not a lot of people like to do, but confession was the next word. And after confession, we have update, which is new information. So perhaps Famous news websites will update every day new information and new stories. The last word we need to consider is rumour, okay? And this is a fact where you're unsure if it's true. So we're not 100% ready to confirm if it's true or false. So looking at these headlines, number 1 reads, fan support for club at an all-time low. Okay, this is not good. We want lots and lots of support. Number 2, managers quarrel with club ends contract. So the manager had a disagreement with his club and he'd finished working for them. His contract was no more. Number 3, tearful confession shocks skating world. Okay, perhaps they're ready to retire and stop playing, and the fans who give them lots of support are ready to quit. Now, 4, more positive update on skiers' condition. So as we are aware, this is new information about how bad this injury might be with skiers' condition. And number 5, rumour about runner's move proves true. So we weren't sure if it was true, and now in the news report with our new information we can confirm it is true. So your first job in picture A, B and C is to match one news headline to each picture. There is 3 we need and 2 we don't, okay? So please try and answer that in the next 5 seconds. Okay, so if you've done the answers, you will see that number 2, managers quarrel with club ends contract. That refers to picture C, which is football. This is Pep Guardiola, the famous Spanish manager, and he had an argument, a quarrel with a club. It ended his contract, so he stopped working. Number 3, tearful confession shocks skating world. Which picture is this? You should have all answered A, the ice skater, okay? And picture 5, sentence 5, rumour about runner's move proves true. Very, very easy. We can see picture B, they are on an athletics running track. So very, very good if you got all 3 pictures. Now, we have some more nouns to define and sentences to answer, so we can read the sentence and define at the same time, okay? So the first sentence here, we need to fit one word into each box. Number 1, it's probably only of what you already know. The answer there should be confirmation, okay? So we're just confirming the information we already have, making a rumour become reality. This next sentence, number 2, he made note of leaving the club, and the answer is mention, okay? So that means he did not speak or give any information regarding his leave. Okay, so you now need to answer the next 5 in 2 minutes, okay? Right. Can you please pause? And you have 2 minutes to answer. Good job, you should have all finished exercise 3, so we will start with sentence 3. The sentence reads, maybe Carlos Silva can take a hint. So that means he takes some information and uses it to produce his own answer. So 3 was hint. 4, he has faced a lot of criticism for his decision. Criticism means negative feedback, some bad points about what he has done. Maybe the fans disagree with his actions. Number 5, there is some disagreement over exactly when he will go. So this again can relate to a quarrel or argument about when he will leave. 6, the current prediction is that Devlin will miss the rest of the season. Prediction, what is a prediction? Making an assumption of the future. What will happen in a week, 2 weeks, 1 month or a year. And then 7, there is no clear proposal to punish her right now. A proposal is a plan again for the future. So if you got all 7, very well done. Now moving on to number 4. Again, we have to discuss some more questions. So I will ask my assistant, Miss Olivia, to give me some help and advice. Olivia, are you ready?
Hello, I'm back.
So question 1 for you, Olivia. Can you think of any other examples of confessions made by sports personalities? Maybe anyone famous?
Yes.
Okay.
Neil Armstrong.
Okay, and what did he do?
He was the famous cyclist. He won I don't know how many Tour de France titles, and turns out he was using performance enhancing drugs.
Okay, so the word confession, how can we relate this to Mr. Neil?
He confessed that he was using performance enhancing drugs.
Okay, so he admitted what he had done.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, question 2, Olivia. Have you ever had a quarrel with someone about sports? So if we look again, quarrel, an argument. Have you ever had a quarrel with someone about sports? Perhaps myself.
Maybe when I was young, and I played sports when I was very young, but no.
Okay, that's okay. Moving on to number 3, Miss Olivia. What is the problem when there is a disagreement among players in a professional sports team? So why shouldn't fellow teammates have disagreements and arguments in a professional manner? So when there's many people watching.
It can be considered, I don't know, unprofessional.
Well, what would you think about the fans and the support, the people in the crowd? Do you think they would react well or badly to
No,
see it?
I think it would really upset the fans if they saw teammates fighting with each other or having an argument. I think it would really upset the fans and lower the morale.
Perfect answer. Okay, and Olivia, last question for you. How do you react to criticism when someone gives you bad feedback? So if you were playing on my team, I am the manager, and I said, today you did very, very bad, you were very lazy playing football.
I could take it in 2 different types of ways. I could either be really upset and sad, or I could use that to fuel my motivation and try to work harder next time.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for your help, Olivia. You can now leave. Many thanks. Okay, good. So that sums up what we've talked about in Sports Stars. Just to review, as we should know now, a sports star is an extremely famous sports person. The answer you should all know, for an example, is Quang Hai of Vietnam. Okay? Looking at the nouns in reporting, we've gone over these 5 new nouns relating to sports people in news reports. So these words you will often find in newspapers, magazines, and on the internet. The 3 benefits we can think of to be a sports star. Number 1, lots of money, salary, wages, and many sponsorships from sports businesses such as Nike and Adidas. Fame, lots of people like attention, followers on social media, etc. And the last one, which should be the most important and pure, is success. Maybe it's a young person's dream to win a trophy or a medal for their country or their favourite club, such as Quang Hai in Vietnam. Some negatives about being a sports star, being famous and working very, very hard. Injury, okay, the chance of injury, the more you play, goes up and up and up. If you're training 5-6 days a week and playing 2 matches a week, this can have very negative effects on your body. The second one is time consuming. If you're always training and playing, you won't have time for your family, your friends, or any other interests. And the last one, as part of your homework, I want you to pick one more negative of being a sports star. So as well as your one negative, you also need to complete the first page in your workbook of Unit 13 Sports Stars in Prepare. And I will see you soon. Goodbye.